9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got me up the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar crash over me. Then ride it home, dance it out in moonlight. Hold me tight and don't let go. Watch over me. We are all stardust, stardust, stardust. Left behind, left to find. Find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one, we are all, we are all one, we are all one, we are all. Pick me up, yeah, moonchild, put me into overflow. Superstar.
Hey everybody. So I know Justin goes live in about an hour. At least I think he was planning on it. So I figure I have a little bit of free time. Why not go live? The pre-show, the pre-party. The party before the party. And today's winner is Brittany. Woo woo. How's everybody doing? Hey Juno, Penelope, it is what it is. Crazy Mom, Angel, Chloe, Linda, Angel P, Shannon. Hey Shannon. Sarah, Jack from Cookville. Is that in what county is that in? Is that in Cobb County? Let's see. Is Justin in here? I guess I better let him know I'm live too, because he'll probably text me and ask me to go live. Cool. So we'll that's perfect timing. That's perfect timing. That way I could just stay on for an hour if I want to. If something crazy happens, then I'm sure Justin will change his time. You know, if something just crazy happens, you never know. You never know on these streets. It's a jungle out here. Let's see. What hey, the title. Yeah. What do you guys? I hear that Jodisue's having a conniption fit over on her channel. And I guess she's trying to rewrite history. I did hear today, and this is true story. The title is not clickbait. It's a true story, something I hear today, which, I mean, I imagine if it's I don't think it's too shocking, but I hear not only was Dawn and Candace on wire or wired up, or somebody was wearing a wire, which we know Fred did with Dawn. And, well, he said Candace too, but I don't know how much Candace was on there. But I also am hearing, allegedly, that law enforcement had somebody wear a wire also on the first couple days after Summer went missing to hear what Jodisue and Andy were saying too. I wonder why. I'm sure, though, Jodisue does not care. I'm sure it's totally fine. But that would mean that law enforcement has her talking about the red truck and how are they going to find the red truck without any ladder racks? Remember saying that, Jodisue? Don't worry, it's on recording, so you don't need to remember. But telling us what, Brittany? What do you mean? Why? We've known for a very long time that Fred wore a wire. We've known since the beginning. Well, actually, it wasn't since the beginning because he didn't trust me enough at the first time. But he didn't tell me the very, very first time I met him. But yeah, no, he's always said that he wore a wire on Dawn on Dawn. So that is nothing new. As far as with Jodisue and Andy, that is something new. The Jodisue Brown part. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm not saying it was Fred that wore a wire on Andy and Jodisue, if that's what you're saying. But I'm just curious how Jodisue would feel how she feels about that. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't say because I swore on everything that I wouldn't say who, but they told me I could say say that it happened. But either way though, why is she over there like trying to rewrite history, I hear? Yeah, it makes sense though that they would wire up people in the neighborhood to see what everybody was saying. Think about it, guys. It makes sense. She's defending Andy? Is that what she's doing? I did not listen at all, and I don't care to listen. I really don't care what she's saying, to be honest. As far as, I don't care to go look and listen, nor do I... It doesn't matter to me if she's trying to debunk anything, because I know she's full of shit. It doesn't matter what she says. She's always going to have something to say. She always has to go against anything that is said. I don't understand. Stepping in front of Andy again, defending him hard. She's defending him? And then I did hear, though, that she's trying to defend heavily about whiskey barrels, up there, which that really is the least of her worries, because whiskey barrel thing, that was originated from Donna Serafina, which was a psychic. So It's not like absolute proof of anything if there are whiskey barrels up there, but it's just interesting, okay? She never defends Andy unless she's talking about June 15th. I know, that's weird. She had little say, no barrels, just plastic buckets. They don't have, I guess, I didn't know this, but I guess they don't have plumbing up there. I don't know why I didn't know that. Well, if Fred's, she's saying that Fred's going to get in trouble for releasing all this information. Well, how's he going to get in trouble if it's completely false? Jodisue. What would he get in trouble for? What's he going to get in trouble for? I'm curious. I'm curious how Jodisue answers that. I don't understand how that's possible if you're saying everything he's saying is lies. Yeah, her mouth is running every day. Why isn't she getting in trouble exactly? Is it because she's putting out a bunch of lies? Why aren't you getting in trouble, Jodisue, if you're just like the queen of truth over there? And you've been on here 24/7. So why wouldn't you get in trouble for telling the details of the 15th? There's a reason they split up right after Summer went missing. Exactly. Five-gallon buckets. How would they shower with no plumbing? I have no freaking clue. I haven't even... That's interesting, though. I didn't even think of that. But I do know that there's a outhouse up there, supposedly, or there was. That's how they would use the bathroom. And little did I know that Andy's parents really haven't lived up there. They live mostly in Florida. $51.50. But I do know, well, according to Fred, they would catch rainwater in those barrels. So I don't know. I'm sure they have some kind of system for baths and stuff. I don't know. No, they don't have plumbing up there at all, True Crime Junkie. At all. They were literally using the bathroom in buckets. Redmond has lived at 3 addresses on Ben Hill. A whore bath, yeah. A slower shower, maybe. She still doesn't have one in that camper. Oh my God. No, he was driving the Kia that day. That's the truth. I don't know. Somebody's texting. Bernard's roommate. Oh, she confirmed that he was driving the Kia. Oh, another thing I found interesting, which is, it's not that big a deal, but I found out that she doesn't believe in God. Surprise, surprise, that her and Andy have always been adamant about not believing in a God, which is not shocking to me. I've always felt she was a Satanist. Always had that feeling. But recently in a conversation with Fred, he was talking to me how they've always talked about how there's no such thing as a God and blah, 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 like that. Just, it's no, that's their preference. It's just a side note. Side note, just to keep in the back of the mind. But I do tarot cards, and what's that have to do? I'm not the suspect. What's that have to do with the price of tea in China? What's that have to do with anything? That has zero to do with anything. We're making an observation that a woman who possibly there could have been, who knows what happened this summer. And if you listen to Donna's reading, some very satanic, horrible things possibly happen, and only some satanic type people could be capable of such a thing, is what I'm saying. The tarot cards are satanic. Yeah, I guess if you're in your opinion. Why, Laura Little, why are you always like talking shit? Ever since I can remember, you've always had shit to say. That Laura girl, so I just blocked her. Like, I just recently unblocked her from my block list because I thought maybe she could play nice. But I guess not. Literally, the second that sometimes I'll go through my block list and I'll randomly just like unblock people that I thought, okay, well, it's been a while. You guys, will you stop reading into everything I say? Like, oh my God, not believing in a God doesn't make you a Satanist. That's not what I'm saying. It's just an observation. God. I'm not that stupid. Hey, sinners. Justin, I left you a very important comment on your last live stream. All I know, I'm just saying, as far as that, why I'm bringing up that comment that she doesn't believe in a God is because, or that she doesn't, you're right. Technically, people can't be, there's no God without, the evil. But it's just, I don't know if she's an atheist or not, Amy Lou. I don't know what she is. I don't know. I don't watch her. So I don't know if she's ever said she's a Satanist or not, or doesn't believe in God. I'm just saying what Fred said. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like what my man left me is trying to say. People who don't believe in God don't have the same morals as someone who believes in God. Like some don't. Some don't. But we better not get into this conversation. Oh, well, thank you, Jill. She said she's an atheist? Okay. I didn't know that. But that's good to know, too. She had those lives about the KKK meetings. She sounds like Ray would have. You haven't missed really anything yet. Every time we get, I just assumed like that she was this, I didn't know that she admitted it. Like I assumed that she was an evil. I see her as evil, like actual satanic. That's what I see in my mind. That's what, but it doesn't mean she is. Yeah, I know it's always dangerous to bring up religion anyways, so I understand. People are sensitive about the topic. And I don't mean to offend anybody by saying, oh my God, don't tell me we're going to see 666 in the chat, right? Oh my God. Let's pray. God, please protect this chat. Please. She says, yeah, I still haven't got past her Facebook lives from before June 15th. She suspects me and will be until we have answers. It says 679. Thank God. It was at 665. I was like, oh no, please no, not during this conversation. Hold on 1 second. Okay. I hear that tonight. I guess that Lisa Ray Coots is doing a Lisa K has something to say about these YouTube streets. So at 9 p.m., Lisa K is psychoanalyzing TM and Benny. That should be interesting. I know. It sounds like a freaking gremlin in the background. Not today, Satin. Wait till you hear about what Carrot said about the whole religion situation. Oh, shit. Oh, I heard her saying, you know what I do when I need to find something? I ask St. Michael P. I don't know what she was saying. I asked St. Raphael or something, is what she said. And I find it within seconds. You know what I do? Well, Tiffany, good for you. Are you wanting a round of applause? Or how about a carrot? I hear you freaking respond well to carrots. Ew. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Never mind. Let's take it off screen. Yeah, and also, guys, like, I don't care about if I'm totally fine with people's religious, like, I don't care about it. Agnostic is and atheist and stuff, like, or that's, yeah, it's completely different than a Satanist. So I'm sorry that I got that all like misconstrued in my heated moment. But I know the difference. But, and I'm not saying because somebody doesn't believe in God that means that they're automatically evil. That's not what I'm saying. It's just taking a mental note because it's just it's nice to know because of what Donna Serafina sees possibly happen. You know what I mean? Think of the kind of person that would have to, that could be capable of something like that, you know? Obviously, it's probably not going to be somebody who is a godly person, is what I'm saying. Probably not. I mean, maybe they are now because they repented. I don't know. What is she doing with carrots? You haven't heard? Hey, Smiley. Hey, I see you, Rebecca. So please, I don't mean to offend anybody at all. I'm a very open person, as you guys can tell. I do tarot, just like that lady was saying. People were saying I do tarot, and some people look at that as, you know, in evil or whatever. Okay, so I can't judge people in that area. I know. If we all believe the same, it would be kind of a boring place. And things are supposed to be mysterious. That's how it's supposed to be. We're not supposed to have all the answers. Oh, is that what she said? St. Anthony? St. Anthony, please come around. Something's lost and can't be found. Oh, is that a Catholic thing? Like an actual saying that people say? I have a self-care tarot deck. It's pretty sweet. Yeah, see, I think tarot can be evil. Don't get me wrong, it can. It's all about your intentions. If you're, yeah, it can be, but not me. I don't play around with that stuff because it scares me. Like, as far as play around with evil. Yeah, that's true. I can definitely see. I mean, especially here in the Summer Wells case, if Dawn and Candace are Christians. So that's a good example for what you're saying. Christians give others a bad name, make others turn away from Christ. Because a lot of people use it as a way to hide instead of a way to grow and change, I guess. Yeah, definitely believe in good and evil. What's up with the carrots? Oh, there's just rumor about Tiffany and her carrots, you know. It's a rumor. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I don't care to see it either. But imagine the worst you can imagine what to do with carrots. Yeah, that's what she supposedly does with them. What's done in the dark always comes to light. I believe that. Sometimes not quickly enough, though. Like here in this case with Summer Wells. Real Christians are too busy worrying about their own salvation. They don't have time to judge others nor the desire. I've always thought tarot was spiritual and astrological. Poor carrot. Right, done. Candace a Christian. I want to be part of that. So I was here. So I was hearing that Jodisue's over there saying like stuff about the 14th, a certain day that the pictures that supposedly TBI was showing Fred, if he was on the road that day, were supposedly from the 14th. Why would somebody, that doesn't even make sense. Why would they show Fred's still shots? So what Fred saw was shown by TBI, according to him, was not a video. I've talked to him more today. It was still shots of a video. So actually still shots printed out and shown to him that way, as in photos. He did not see actual video, like moving objects. He was shown still shots. And he explained to me where this camera was set up. It was at the next driveway past 125 on the left, but it's far down there. It's right before Simpson Loop. So it's on the left. That's where the camera was at. You can't see down to 110 from there, and you can't see down to Fred's from there. All you can see is basically who's going by, like who didn't turn on Simpson and who just kept going straight. That's all you can see. And on the way out, when you leave from Fred's or the Redmonds down there, it gets a better picture of you that way when you leave out, the way the camera's pointed. Okay, so it's pointed more into the holler, is what I've learned. And yeah, he was shown still shots, not video. Only people know the day is law enforcement Fred. I know. You know what Fred said when I asked him? I said, what was this? I like what you say. I said, Jodisue is trying to say those pics the law enforcement showed you was of the 14th, LOL. He said, how she know she wasn't there? And he said, how she know she wasn't there? He put LOL. Says what she doesn't know is that for 2 days, Jodisue and Andy and Dawn and Candace was recorded by the law from somebody trusted. I'm sure Jodisue won't care, though, because she wears wires on people all the time. Remember? Circa, what was it, 2011 or 2013? How many people would you roll on, Jodisue? How does she know she wasn't there? What she don't know is that for 2 days, Jody, Andy, Dawn, and Candace was recorded, and the law trusted someone. LOL. They wanted to know what everybody was talking about back there. Fred wasn't the only one shown pictures either. Ziggy's on fire. You're on candid camera. You guys remember that show? Oh my God! Her poor bum. Her poor bum. Oh my God. Somebody asked me if I'm gonna play. Let's see. So I guess I can. Somebody was wanting to know if I was gonna. I did ask Fred some more questions. Somebody was wanting to know if I was gonna play it. Trying to remember though if there's anything on there that I can't play. What did PG say last night? What came out from PG? No, yesterday I had over 1,000, and I think, or maybe I didn't get to 1,000 yesterday. I've had 1,500 back in the early days. I think the most I've ever had was like 2,000, the most ever. But that's only happened like once. Dawn disappeared to Kentucky for 4 days. Was it BK the one who outed the photo of the carrot being tortured? I love that. All right, I guess I can play this call from today when I asked him some more questions about some more questions. Basically, I think I said everything. He dropped. Oh, yeah. The name, though, he mentions in this is... Sorry, talking to myself. All right, I guess we'll listen.
An inmate
County Jail. Your call has been accepted.
Hello.
Hey. So so of course some people have some questions. I had some people text me, stop, dog. Oh my gosh, this dog is so annoying. It just barks nonstop. Sorry.
It's okay.
So somebody was just texting me saying that there wasn't any cameras up there until after Summer went missing. What, do you know anything about that?
Yeah, there was cameras there before someone went missing.
Okay.
They wasn't none on Wells property, but there was cameras on that road, yeah.
Oh, okay. So where exactly, like, can you see the camera there now, or?
You should, yeah.
And it's right there at Ben Hill and Simpson?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the left side of the road, as you go past that next driveway from Simpson Lane.
Okay.
It's on the Thompson's driveway.
Oh, the Thompson's driveway. Okay, the Thompson's driveway. Oh, okay.
It's the next driveway past Andy's.
It's the next driveway up past Andy's?
At Andy's, yes.
Is it on the left or right? Like,
it's on the same side Andy's is, on the left.
Oh, really? But you can't see 110, can you? Through the with the,
No, it's pointed the other way.
So all you can see is who passes, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
It just catches the vehicles and stuff and passes by their driveway. They cleaned it up because people were stealing stuff off of around their mailbox and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's why it was put up.
And you actually saw Candace walking on that camera? Like they showed? Or was she walking or driving?
She was walking at that time.
Oh, wow. Okay. The wooden barrels. When's the last time you actually saw those whiskey barrels, like in person? Like, how long? Has it been a long time?
It was probably 6 months or so before summer went missing.
Okay.
That's the last time I was up.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause you didn't go up there that often, did you?
No.
Okay. So were they actual wooden barrels? Like?
Yeah, but the wooden barrels with metal rings around them.
Okay, so not the plastic. People think you're getting like the old kegs?
Yeah.
Because people were thinking, oh, well, maybe he means the blue plastic barrels that out there. I'm like, no, he doesn't mean, he said wooden.
I've made plenty of liquor to know.
Right. You can tell the difference between wood and plastic. Like, anyway, I mean, and bright blue and wood. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because that's...
I think it was everything.
Because one of the things you had said is like that the barrels are still up there to this day, but I guess we really don't know, huh? They were there up till Summer Wells, 6 months before Summer Wells went missing.
Yeah.
But did you know anything about Jodisue pooping in barrels or something? Like pooping, storing her waste in barrels? I don't know. I guess she was supposedly going...
I think so. Yeah, that was happening, I reckon.
Yeah. Why do you think it was happening?
They didn't have a restroom. They didn't have a bathroom in the house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just had running water, but there wasn't no bathroom in the house. There was an outhouse that we'd always use. She'd always use a chamber inside, then take it out to the outhouse.
So there's no bathroom up there right now?
No.
Oh.
Not unless they put one in. Not unless they put one
Did
in.
you guys have a bathroom up at your guys's?
Yeah.
So they.
Yeah.
So what did George and Polly do when they had to use the bathroom? Use the outhouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they never lived there.
Oh, thank you,
They
Sharon.
never did, really?
No. Well, see, that's Polly, George's wife. That was her home place. She was raised there. But when they got married, they moved out, you see.
Yeah.
As a child, you know, she used the outhouse.
So, okay. So you're saying on the camera that they showed you, that TBI showed you, you saw Andy like clear as day?
Yeah.
What did TBI say about him being? How did they act about him being on the road? Did they give you any indication that?
They didn't say nothing. They just asked a question about who was on that road that day, and won't know. They asked several people to identify the people that was on the road that day. That was on the cameras.
Who else did they ask? Do you know? Like, well, who else did they show the video to? Do you know?
They asked Laura. They asked. Well, everybody had hollered. They asked to identify people and.
With the video, like with the video. Like they.
Well, it wasn't video. It was individual pictures.
Oh, okay. It was screenshots of the from the video or from the surveillance then.
Yeah.
Still not. Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't, but there is one with Andy that you can clearly see.
Yeah.
So there was the only people that you saw, they showed you pictures of, was Candace and Andy. Is that all you saw?
No, they was like Chad. He was on camera that day. Chad on. See, I was trying to think who else. There's Marvin Simpson was on camera that day. Let's see, I was trying to think who else was. I mean, that was some of them they asked me, you know, identified. So.
Yeah, there couldn't have been too many because, like, how many people passed that area? Not very many. I mean, really. Well, I mean, maybe going to Simpson.
I mean, I didn't have traffic like they let on like I did, you know.
Yeah. Well, I know because every time I went out there, I only passed somebody one time.
Never nobody there, was they?
No.
There was never nobody there, was they?
No.
It's crazy.
Nobody harassed anybody. Yeah, I know, right?
I know.
You should be a millionaire. Where's all that money? I want some.
You must believe that the people that has come and tried to rob me and stuff over them saying I was the biggest ice dealer they was and stuff. Like I said, on mountains of dope and drugs and stuff.
Yeah, and people come out there trying to look, like, pilfer through your stuff, trying to think they're going to find something.
Yeah, they'd come and try to rob me and everything.
Oh, wow.
People had. Well, I didn't know. Yeah, just because I was put out there like that.
Yeah, I know. That's horrible. That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's really messed up and not okay. That's why you need out of there. Like, we just have to get you out of there somehow. I did call that lady, by the way, about the rehab. And I left him. She didn't answer. I left a message. But like I said in my message, I'm gonna call every day and stay on it. I know she's busy, but like I'm gonna keep contacting until I hear from her. Cause I need to know what I can do to help.
Yeah.
From her, you know, like how can I get this moving faster? Is there anything I can do? I'm trying to think if there's any other questions. I have the hiccups right now. Yeah, I'm trying to. Sorry about that. Dogs are fighting. This is nonstop. Like during my live, you can constantly hear dogs barking and fighting. Huh?
They're just playing.
Yeah, it sounds like gremlins. Like the little gremlins, like I know that there's probably something I'm forgetting to ask you, but
They are, just text me and I'll text you back or something.
I know it's just like I like asking you on the phone so you understand more, like what I'm talking about. And I don't know, it's just so much better. But I love that Donna Serafina watched the video about the whiskey barrel thing. So, but okay, where were these wooden barrels? Where did they keep them at?
Like at the corner of the house, the corner of sheds and stuff to catch the rainwater.
Because some people have been up there. I guess Andy's let some people go up there, and supposedly they say that they didn't see any wooden barrels, but I don't know if they're still up there, for sure at this time. I mean, because the last time you saw it would have been... Huh?
Yeah. They could have got rid of them. I don't know.
Yeah. So she was thinking... Donna was thinking that she thinks it has, like, that the barrel stamped with, like, Tennessee Hills or something. Tennessee Hills. I don't know.
It may have been, I just never seen the barrels and stuff,
Yeah.
I never did. I've seen so many of them, I don't pay no attention to the writing on them usually.
Do they
usually are stacked.
Do they have a hand pump well?
No, it's got a well pump in it. It's not a hand pump, but it's got a regular pump, water pump in it.
Oh, okay. And it comes out like of a regular sink?
Yeah.
Okay. Because somebody in their reading was getting
This call will be terminated in 2 minutes.
Was just a psychic reading, but they were mentioning something about like seeing something like one of those water, like those spigot, like old spigot, like water well spigot things.
Yeah. There's one at Ed Rickman's like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
They don't use it, but I mean they used to use it.
Really?
And they had well. They don't use it, yeah.
So that old fashioned, like, like those old looking spigots?
Yeah.
Really? That's very interesting. And it's been coming up way more recently in conversation.
And
This call will be terminated in 1 minute.
It's got a concrete place around it, and it's got a concrete lid that sits on top of it, but then the pump's on it. There's a pit down there.
Oh. Interesting. Okay. Well, if I haven't, I guess I'll just message with you. I'm going to go live here in a second and try to make some money. But if you are able to, you can't call later, can you? Sorry, I have a hiccup. I can't stop hiccuping. I don't know. A frog in my throat. Wish it would get out. I wish it would jump out. guess.
Okay, that was it, guys. Hold on one second. Okay. God is going to prove there is a God. You can't see database. I think they were blocked. Yeah, that's what Jodisue's trying to say. Did you hear that in Jodisue's? Do you guys, we don't know, guys, exactly. I don't know, guys. I can't explain everything. We can't just debunk everything he said, try to come up with like, oh, it would have left impressions or this and that. Like every single thing he says, I don't know, maybe it did leave impressions. Are they still even up there anymore? Like he said, it's been, the last time he was up there was 6 months before Summer went missing. A lot could have changed since then. If Jodisue has me blocked, use a stock account, could I see her? Not in this chat. There, okay, Sunshine, I see you. If somebody, yeah, Jodisue was saying something though. That was what she's like. Oh, there will be marks where they're at. Okay, well, where will they be placed? Is it? I haven't even seen up there. I have no idea what the territory looks. If it's all like, if there's any cement areas, is it all dirt? I don't know. So, according to Fred, somebody did wear a wire on Jodisue and Andy, and Candace, but it was more so. And I remember when I first talked to Fred, and somebody said it in the comments too. They wanted to hear what the neighbors were all talking about with each other. You know what I mean? Which makes sense. I know she sure is triggered. I don't know why. You would think that. Why does she seem to know so much about if it's a lie or truth or, I mean, if I know if it has to do with 125, yeah, I can understand her saying, oh no, there's no barrels up there or something like that. But why is she trying so hard to say that this was the day before Summer went missing? I don't know. It's just awfully convenient to try to say, oh, that was a different day. The cards I use in Fred's reading, I got those cards from my subscriber, Luminous. Like, if you're talking about those cool, I think I did see that question. Sunshine was asking what cards I was using. There's these cards, the cards that I was using earlier that have the words on it, like control, hidden, trapped, beach. That's examples. like the reading I did earlier over my other channel. Yeah, those are from Etsy. They're considered like indie. I don't know which seller she got them off of though, but I know they're awesome. I know. You know what? I need to pull up my conversation with Fred after, like the next conversation that we had, like yesterday. Not the one I just. The following where we talked about him being at work, because Fred brought that up. Fred actually started talking about that, how he was actually kind of like being like, Andy tries to act like he was at work all day, but what he says is that he wasn't on Ben Hill Road when Summer went missing. But that's not what we're saying. I want to know, was he on Ben Hill Road between 3 and 3:30 p.m. is what Fred said. He said that the way he tries to say he wasn't around when Summer went missing. I don't know. I'm going to have to play it so you guys can understand what Fred was saying. We want to know just a specific time between, was he on the road anytime between 3 and 3:30? That's it. Not if you were around when Summer went missing. When they say Summer went missing. Because remember, they called, 911 around 6:30-ish? But yet Summer had already been gone for a long time. It is a very important time frame. As I asked, where was Brandon Lawson on June 15th? You heard they were dumbfounded. What? Who did you ask that to? She hates Andy until someone accuses him, and then she's right there to defend him big time. Jodisue didn't have her phone on her, or she would have took a picture or video of what she saw Candace doing. So yeah, the real missing time is about 3:30. You're right. But see, Candace didn't call law enforcement until 6:30. See the problem? Candace wanted law enforcement to think that she went missing around 6 to 6:30. I mean, in the 911 call, it said 10 minutes, right? Dad says Mom went for a walk. You don't go for walks, Candace. You're scared of coyotes and bears? Oh, why? Oh, my. Lions and tigers and bears, oh, my. Lions and tigers and bears, oh, my. Lions and tigers and bears and monkeys, oh, my. There's a whole zoo out there on Ben Hill Road, literally and figuratively. Seems like I heard about someone wearing wire with all the people Siggy named earlier in the case. Yeah, they did. He did talk about it earlier. But, yeah. I mean, the focus was mainly on Dawn. Like what we mainly talked about. But I think it was to try to see what everybody was talking about back there. law enforcement wanted to hear everybody, you know, the conversations that were going on back there and stuff like that. That makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised if they had 2 or 3 people wearing wires back there. Did those trail cam video cars ever get found by Jodisue ever? Flying monkeys. If I was telling the truth, sorry, I saw the article. The man actually said he wasn't seen all day except for those specific times. What specific times do you know? Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Oh, yeah, sure. You can. Hold on 1 second. This link is for Justin. Oh, gosh. Ryan doesn't care what Jodisue says. Nobody takes that lady seriously. I mean, I know I'm speaking for him, but I just can imagine he probably doesn't. I mean, as far as taking her seriously, because he's seen so many contradictions in her stories, you can't. So Fred says, "Thank you, my dearest. You still live? If so, tell everyone. The backwards ass hillbilly said howdy, and I love them, and I want to thank them for believing in me." Oh, that's so sweet. Hey. Let me see. I can't hear you. Maybe I don't have it up and not loud enough.
No, I didn't have my microphone. Hold on.
Oh, okay. So once again, guys, Fred says, "Thank you, my dearest. You still alive? If so, tell everyone. The backwards ass hillbilly said howdy, and I love them, and I want to thank them for believing in me." It's really, it means a lot to him, guys.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
Remember Fred said he saw Andy, like another car come through there,
Mm-hmm.
and he like went out with it.
Yeah, they kind of followed each other out. Yeah.
Did he say what kind of vehicle that was?
I think he said a truck. Yeah.
You know what color?
No, he said a dark color. He said he's like, I could not, he's like, that's the one thing like I could not remember is like the make of that vehicle or the type of the vehicle. Why? I think he said a dark one. That's what he said, a dark truck. One of the vehicle, that one must, but there was also a third vehicle, but we think that third vehicle was actually, it was completely unrelated. We think it was the Redmonds. I think they were able to figure that out through. There was a girl visiting from college, I believe that was, and I think that was one of the vehicles. But there was a supposedly a truck, but he said he can't for the life of me does not remember like the make or type of truck or the color, because he wasn't really paying attention to that at that time because the truck came in first. But when they were leaving out is when Andy came in, and they had to pull over and let Andy by. So
JSB, she sent me a picture.
Oh, she said there was no cameras on the road that day. So how did she send you a picture from that supposed day? Because that's what she's saying today on her live, is what I hear.
Well, then she'll have to explain it when I put it out. How about that?
Is what I hear, right? Am I wrong, guys? Has anybody watched Jodisue? I've been told that she said that there was no cameras on Ben Hill that day. So
I'll dig it out.
what, is Donna in here? Somebody just said Reverend Donna. If she is, howdy. She left a message, and so did Lauren from Sweet Pie Low on my video. They saw the whiskey barrel video. I was really happy that Donna saw that.
Yes. Oh yeah. Psychic Reverend Donna Seraphine is in here. She said, I also want to say it's amazing that you were able to get those interviews of Red Hill, and I would love to know an exact precise location where they found the body of Mr. Cotton.
Yeah, okay. I think Ryan is the best one now that knows that. Hey, Ryan, do you have a good idea? Like, maybe not saying it on here, because then we'll have people trying to go out there. And we don't need somebody else falling off a cliff or whatever. But Ryan, didn't
Ryan
wasn't huh?
Ryan said working on it, Donna.
Ryan said he's working on it.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because Ryan's in conversation with Fred and trying to get that exact location. And Fred gave him the name of somebody he's supposed to meet up with.
Fred was, you could tell like his heart was palpitating when Donna was talking about the whiskey barrels and stuff.
Yeah, that made my eye. When he said that, when he was like, I've been like bugging me, he's like, it's been bugging me about the whiskey barrels, because at first he couldn't, I told him like about this new Donna's reading and stuff. And I tried to say, he was the one that thought that ravine area was out there at Light Cemetery, but not the one in Kingsport, I don't think, though. This one's more secluded. It's a place where people all dump trash, and then they just supposedly out there they just cover it with dirt, and which is not good.
Where the cemetery is, and right beside of it there, it is nothing but a trash pit.
Yeah.
Right.
I hope to God she's not in there.
I don't think she's in there.
But she says that she didn't realize it was me. That yes, and I can get you in conversation. Fred would talk to you, Donna. He will talk to you. He'll call you tomorrow. Just I know for a fact he would.
Be good.
But that's up to you how you feel about it. You could always let Ryan know, and Ryan can easily get you a hold of me, and I will. So that's just something to think of, because I could definitely make that happen. I don't know if it would help any, because he didn't have much ties to Summer, like as far as directly. People don't realize actually Fred's place is pretty far down the holler from it's all the way at the end, and
right,
it's way down there, especially with how slow you have to go, and
it's the next to the last house.
Yeah. I did see her comments. They're so nice, Connie. I was so happy to see that she saw that, because then I didn't have to go find. I just so happened to look at my comments under that video from last night, which I never do, because I don't like reading the negativity. But something told me to read them, and actually they were 99% of them were actually really nice, unless maybe some of the mods deleted them. And then I saw Donna and I saw Lauren's comments, and I was like, oh, yay. Now I don't have to go clip this and hunt down Donna to get this to her.
Here's one of them, Ziggy.
Is it just trees or something?
It's a tree, but it's like a camera, and then there's trees, and then there's on the road there. It looks like a Like a Chevy or a Ford truck, a white one.
Oh, yeah. Now, Donna, those phone calls. If you talk to them, the longest you can talk at a time is 15 minutes, and then after 13 minutes, it's like 2 minutes remaining. So it might make it hard for you to be able to channel and stuff while you're on the phone with them because it's too distracting. But for sure, we'll make something happen. If it would help, and I know he'll be willing to do it because he's not scared. He doesn't have anything to hide, like unlike some.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you might be able to help him recall something. I feel like he saw something, he witnessed something that day, Donna, and you might be able to. Not that he. I think he possibly witnessed something that day when he saw those vehicles go by. Yeah, when he saw Andy on the road that day, yeah.
Like, what do you mean? Like,
I think that they were going down there to meet. He was going down there to meet somebody and doing it because that's why that other truck was down there. I think Andy was going down there and they were doing like either that or he was down there meeting the Redmonds and handing her over or something. That's just my opinion. Why was he back there? Why would he lie about it? That's my only thing.
right.
He had no
People who have
business.
nothing to hide nothing, right?
Yeah. Email for Donna. Yeah, my Oh, you're not a here, Candace Hardwick. Hold on.
I do.
Here we go. YouTube, Ziggy. The first reading I did was 12 minutes and 45 seconds. That one is packed full of information. So all I have to do is get ready before the phone call. Okay, awesome. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about by possibly seeing something and he doesn't even. But could talk to. Oh yeah, it will happen. I'm telling you, if she wants it to happen, it will happen. I could even ask him right this second, probably email him and maybe have a chance.
Fred's open to, right?
Huh?
Said Fred's open to, answering the best he
Yeah.
can.
She'd be willing to talk to psychic Donna. All right, we'll see if we get a response back while I'm live. Sometimes it takes a while because it's jail.
Amanda Z, I think 2024 is going to be good for Summer's case. I do. I pray.
Yeah. Right, Smiley, most believable out of the entire situation. I mean, yeah, it doesn't say much, but who wears sandals walking in woods, etc. Where your shoes vanish to. She was walking out there barefoot. It's like, dang. Jodisue said today she was on Ben Hill since she was 12. So Andy B is a predator. She was on Ben Hill since she was 12. That's interesting to know.
There's no way.
Andy is how much older than her is he? Like, aren't they pretty close to the same age?
I was thinking she was older. I don't know. Maybe he's older, I guess, but
Right, Grubby? I agree too. God does have a hand in this. Absolutely.
He looks so much better. My
Oh
God, he
my
looks
God.
so much better. So he
Yeah,
sent
maybe
me
I
the
should.
photo. I was like, wow.
Here, I'll show it for those of you guys who weren't here
Yeah.
last time I showed it to see the difference. It's unreal. Oh man. But
So
you know,
much.
I'm glad he said he cut his hair because on his mom's birthday, she always wanted him to have short hair. So in honor of her, she passed last March. Um,
It's amazing.
AB is older. He started dating Jodisue very young. I don't think that much older though, right? His forehead looks like it shrunk.
I was thinking the same thing. Because his forehead looks like bowed
Well,
in that
there's
one
a little
photo.
bit poofy on the left side. It's a little bit up there.
His nose looks.
Oh,
Oh,
he said absolutely, Donna. Fred already answered and said absolutely.
oh wow.
So, suck it, haters. He's not scared of a freaking thing. It doesn't look like the same person. I know. Yeah, I would say probably the one on on the left though is probably at one of his lowest times in his life.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, it has to be if you're wearing a mullet.
I
Just
should
saying.
ask him about that. I haven't. Now that we're, actually became friends and stuff. I'd call him more so a friend now at this point. But like, I could probably ask him about like, what is the story behind that mullet? Like, do you really like it, or is it supposed to be funny? I'll ask him.
I think it's just how they cut your. I don't know. It's just like how they cut their hair in that area.
I don't know CRN. I'm not sure what you mean by multiple stories. Like, I just tell them how it is. Like, I can't slow down anything. I'm sorry. You can believe it or not. It's up to you to decide. If you think it sounds too, I'm just relaying messages, and that's why I put out the calls. You guys can listen yourself. I think it's 100% believable that Cotton came up to Fred and was talking like he knew where Summer was. This is now I haven't got it to talk to Fred in depth about this yet. I need to bring it up to him. I've been scared. Like I was scared there for a while because he was getting in trouble for it seemed like talking to me. I don't know. But how I understand it is like Cotton had said some weird things that he just thought was odd, and he didn't think much of it at the time. But like then when he ended up deceased and where he was found, he's like, oh my gosh, like maybe he was serious. You know what I mean? As far as where he was found, that's all I'm guessing. What I'm guessing, it sounds like Cotton thought he was going out there to find Summer. That's what it seems like. Billy Ray Cyrus rules. Well, do you know if you're making progress when the haters flare? Oh, you're making progress when the haters flare up. That's true. I never knew his mother died. That explains his sisters. Yep. They both his parents have passed since Summer's disappearance. Can't get whacked to keep him quiet. I was talking to Fred about this the other day, and he thinks that Fred or that Cotton was unalived. I don't know why he thinks that, but he said, by the way, that law enforcement's talking, but they had ruled it his death I know for a fact they had ruled his death a accident at first because I talked to his family, some of his family. So that's how I know it.
Did you ever see where he Cotton was on the news and he got
No,
saved from a fire?
no,
It
I
was
didn't see that. But I heard you talking about that.
it I need to find that and I'll send it to you. So,
Yeah.
I mean, he's kind of gotten himself in trouble in the woods before.
Oh, really? Did he
Here,
seem drunk or anything? Was he
No,
intoxicated during the whole thing?
he wasn't during the interview. I don't know about when it
Okay.
happened. You've seen it, Smiley?
No, Ziggy, Fred's not in rehab. He's back in Hawkins County, unfortunately. He got time served in Sullivan, so he's just waiting to be transferred to rehab. I contacted the lady today who is supposedly in charge of it. I got her voicemail. I emailed her yesterday. I just still have not heard back from her. Just to see if there's, I'm sure he just has to wait. I don't know how long they have to transfer him into a rehab, but there is a time limit. They just can't keep him forever there. How could Ellie tell whether he was slipped or pushed? He had blunt force trauma, but I don't know if it was because of falling and hitting his head or.
Here's it. I found it.
Oh, okay. You dropped for a second.
Oh,
Are you going to share it or?
I put it in private chat.
Oh, okay. Is there an actual video or is it? No, it's just a. Hold on.
There was a video. Maybe. Hold on. I'll find the video.
Says, man. Well, there might. Oh, wait. There's a video right here next to it. I think it's still loading. Maybe is that? Here we go. Look at him. There's that handsome Dallas.
That's it. Yep. That's it.
Yeah. I'm coming in.
Hear that? No, it's not going to do. Why is it doing all that?
My internet has been crap like the past month.
Yeah, I've been trying out a different internet, so this might be why. I've been trying T-Mobile's.
But that attitude was different outside Trump Tower in New York City earlier today. Here's some of Trump's supporters showing they are thrilled about it.
This is not freaking. I don't know what happened here, but that is not what we need to see.
It's like it skipped over it. You might need
I know. I know.
Because that was the video.
Could also probably on maybe it's on YouTube too. If I.
All right, there it is. Again.
Okay, 11, 10.
MyQ. Download it today.
But that attitude was different outside Trump Tower in New York City earlier today. Here's some of Trump's.
Let's just fast forward.
Securing 91 of the state's 95 counties, including those in our region.
Now, while Hillary Clinton hung on to a win in the whole state of Virginia, Nate Morbido continues team coverage. He crunched the numbers and learned 61% of voters in Tennessee.
It's at the end of it.
They were just getting out of it.
You about one individual. Yeah, it is. In fact, that fire threatening several homes here on Bays Mountain. Right now, we are live outside of Goshen Valley Volunteer Fire Department. You'll take a look over my shoulder here. You'll see that this place is very active because firefighters have been coming and going, getting equipment, taking it back up to the mountain where that fire broke out. last night. Now, I want to also tell you about one individual who was trapped in that fire, and several firefighters end up being trapped themselves. We spoke to the man who firefighters worked rescue yesterday. He says that he is very thankful for their help.
It was some major deal getting out of there.
Trapped in a small ditch in the woods behind his Bays Mountain home, Roy Simpson says he nearly lost his life Tuesday evening.
Got down in there, and then all of a sudden I couldn't get out.
Roy is no stranger to exploring the mountain woods. He says climbing into ditches was a favorite pastime as a child, but the growing wildfire turned a childhood joy into a nightmare.
I heard people hollering at me, and they'd come to save me.
So we've had to go in and try to locate him.
Oh my God!
Once we located him, he was off the backside. We ended up having like 7 firefighters that got pinned in down on the bottom.
Captain Frank Vaughn with Carter's Valley Volunteer Fire Department says 2 people were injured when they fell, but everyone is okay. Nearly 24 hours later, he and his men, along with the Goshen Valley Volunteer Fire and the Forestry Service, are all back fighting that same fire.
Fire's moved on around, getting close to the structure, so right now we're doing structure protection.
I thank them very much. I never made it out.
Roy Simpson doesn't have any plans of going back into the woods again. He says he's forever grateful that all the members of the team who rescued him are okay. In Hawkins County, Curtis McLeod, News Channel 11. Guys, also tonight, I'll make sure that we were, like we pointed out earlier, there were firefighters coming and going from the fire department here. As to when they will complete their mission with containing that fire, with continuing their back burn.
Interesting. I'm glad you saw that, because that is interesting, considering he got in the same similar predicament later on and fell to his fate. Or, well, we don't know. Maybe it was.
Why would I don't understand how your childhood playing in ditches or holes, like.
Yeah, well, I guess it makes sense, because Fred talked about how he'd go climb on water, and find these waterfall things and stuff or whatever. Find all these cliffs, and so, I mean, but gosh, he doesn't look, even in that video, when was that dated? 2016. He looked, gosh, that was 7 years ago. He already looked too old to be like climbing.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he was in good shape.
Yeah. Maybe he just had a balance problem. Yeah, but he really liked going around, and supposedly that's crazy, because that's how Fred described him too. So it's funny hearing him say that on the news. Like, that's how he explained them. Is somebody who is just like a hiker.
He doesn't seem very fast.
I know, he doesn't seem like he would be, but like when you look at like older pictures of him, you can tell that alcohol and drugs put a wear on him, because he used to look way different. He used to actually be kind of handsome. He looked like hell. Oh, he was 50.
He was just 25 in that video.
25.
Just kidding.
Let's see what it says. How old if it says how old he was in this. Doesn't say. Must not have found it important. But gosh, he was probably at least, gosh, I would think he was 70 there, don't you? Yeah. Maybe not. He looks like it.
Mm-hmm.
I live by Bays Mountain. It's beautiful. I have a beautiful view at my house. Oh, don't say Bays Mountain. Tiffany Marie might think you're trying to get her out there or to kill her.
Is that where that place is, with the overlook or something?
Yeah, I guess so. That's where, I guess, Christy Vincent had, said to Tiffany Marie, like, oh, you should go visit Bays Mountain, while you're out here. And then Tiffany turned it into that that Christy Vincent was trying to get her out there to kill her. So it's not very like shocking to hear. Oh, and the new thing I hear is Christy Vincent knows Ryan and his wife. Really? Because she told me she doesn't.
Wow.
And Christy is not a liar. I haven't even asked
She's not a
Ryan
liar.
or
She's a sweetheart.
she's a really good person. Has done a lot. Just like Ryan is doing. But she gave Christy, man. Christy said like it was bad how bad Christy Tiffany put Christy in a really, really dark spot. And that's all I'm gonna say. And Tiffany, one of these days, you're going to cause something that you cannot reverse. And you're gonna be like, oh, I didn't mean it, or what she's gonna do, it's not gonna be her fault, she's gonna have every excuse in the world.
It's almost at a year that Cotton's been dead, right? He died January of 2022? Or 2023, rather?
I'm not sure, but I could find out.
It's okay. It's okay. Hey, PG. There's our
Hey,
PG.
PG. You want to come up here, PG? I guess anybody can come up here if they like. At this point, I don't know. Oh shit! Are you going live? Are you going live, or did you cancel?
I rescheduled.
For what time? 9:30.
No.
I could send everybody over there. There's 1,000 people in here. You do it on your own though. You'll have over 1,000. I wonder if Mod for Maryland. What's Valentine's Day mean? Oh, that's right. He did pass on Valentine's Day because that was his child's birthday. I remember. Yep. He passed away on his own daughter's birthday, actually.
Terrible.
So yeah, I guess it is getting close to a year. Yo, says Top Dog. I always get Top Dog. I always think that's AB because of Watchdog. There you go. There's the link. Which I'll be on for just for like another half hour if anybody's wanting to come up. I do believe that Fred may know exactly what happened because Don went to his house and spent hours and nights disappeared. How in the world could Cotton climb up a cliff? I don't know how it all happened. I guess we'd have to know where he fell and everything to see how it all, the way it sounds, it's hard to imagine that man climbing a cliff. So it must, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, I think it was an accident.
So, Fred says, I would be more than glad to talk to her and maybe we can figure this mess out. I just be glad when this is over and Summer gets her justice. She really deserves justice, is what Fred said. Yeah, I think I think that would be really good, actually. Justin, you're so pretty, handsome, whatever. You're aesthetically pleasing to look at. There, that's better. I sometimes say pretty. I sometimes call him pretty.
I'll take what I can get.
Right.
Take what you can get.
Right. Like to join y'all, but I have to run someplace. No, you're good for a garden. Just relax. Just relax. That's not words of a guilty man. No, I don't think so. He's not.
Candy.
Just putting PG mentioned many times how physically violent Candace is. Just saying. What? Yeah, but blaming Dawn.
I personally believe it all boils down to Dawn and Candace. There might be others involved, but it all starts back with Dawn and Candace.
Right. Hey, Karma, can't you imagine Justin carrying around my little Pomeranian dog? Like, I could totally see him carrying around a Pomeranian. An all white one, actually, though. Maybe, I know you used to have a Sparky, right? You said his name was?
Sparky.
Justin had a dog named Sparky back when he was a little kid, and it was a blonde Pomeranian.
He was my favorite dog I ever had.
Those are, I could see you carrying one of those around too. But the white ones, I think, look extra fancy, and it's just, I don't know. I just can imagine it.
He was
naked pussycat. You have a naked pussycat?
What?
You have a naked pussycat?
No.
A hairless cat?
No.
Okay. I don't know where that came from. Somebody's, I don't know what Karma is thinking. I guess wishful thinking. Oh my God. I think I'm so hilarious. He thought you should, he probably did show, he did show one before, but I think he was just joking and saying it was, you remember when we were showing like people's like dogs and cats, and I think you said, oh, here's my cat, and it wasn't actually your cat, I don't think.
Yeah. I was like, I shaved my pussy or something like that. It was a long time ago. It's been a while.
What just happened? That was clip worthy. Says Hey Jude. Wishful thinking. I don't know. Bay's Mountain is beautiful, right? All right. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and get off here because if Justin's going live in like 30 minutes or so, right? Or his soon. But well, at least Prayer Garden probably is. So
Peachy will be on live in a little bit. I might go live on my second channel, but
yeah.
I'm not going live on my true crime.
Oh, you changed it to tomorrow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh well, thank you, Kathy. French onion mustard chicken. Yum.
Hope you got done making French. You just got. That sounds good.
Yeah, you seem tired, Justin.
I am. I've had a headache all day.
I hate that.
And then I slept for a little bit trying to sleep it off, and it made me, either a nap can go one way or the other. You know what I'm talking about? It can it usually gives me like power, energy, but today it did not. It didn't.
Making track of it. Yeah. That threw me off yesterday. I took a nap too. Get some sleep, they say. We all love you and want what's best for you, says SL.
Sleep, they said.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Healing vibes and prayers for all who need it. All right, guys.
Love that.
All right. Thanks for coming up. I'm going to go. All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
I'll see you guys around. And I don't know. If I get bored, maybe I'll go live on my other chat. Or if nobody's live, maybe I'll go live later. I don't know.
Cool.
You never know. All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.